Welcome everybody to a brand new stream, where today I kind of want to start out and have a little discussion about, well, the world, which, to be honest, is something which doesn't make me very comfortable. Neither the world as it is in right now, nor like this discussion that I want to be having. Because first of all, I don't feel like I am the person to be having a discussion like this, or leading it at least. Most of the time you see me, I'm just being the goofy, like, stream person that makes some streams or does some videos. I don't consider myself to be any way knowledgeable about any of these fields that, we may be to end up talking about. I don't feel like I'm in any way, like, one of the persons affected by it, compared to, like, what a lot of people are going through right now. I don't know whether I have any authority to be speaking about this. I don't know whether this is something that I should even be speaking about. But the thing which I find is that I, as just a human being, am being affected quite a bit. Just by what's been going on, especially last week, but also the past couple of years. I remember growing up, I'm thinking like, man, it's such a shame, basically, that, everything's happened before I was born. Everything cool, everything historical happened before I was there. And then Corona came around, and I was like, man, this is the very first time I've ever seen an historical event. It sucks, but it's very interesting to see. And now I'm wishing that I'll never have to see for another historical event again, because my god, do they suck. So why do I want to talk about this? Why do I want to, like, do a stream where, like, I kind of, like, talk about something which, at least for the start, doesn't really, feel like it's something that is my place. Something that I'm rather uncomfortable with as well. Something which I don't know well how to address. The reason why I think I should talk about it is because it's something which affects me quite a bit. It keeps me busy a lot. And I also feel like I don't really have that many people to speak with. Otherwise, I mean, like, obviously, like, everyone's kind of talking about this. But whenever I go and look up at, like, videos, it feels like, the world still turns. And everything is still going on, and it seems like, apart from, like, certain areas of the internet where you can follow every single thing bit by bit, a lot of the gaming channels, a lot of people on Twitch, a lot of people on, like, YouTube, everywhere, they're just kind of going on, which, in a sense, is good, and I kind of want to go touch on that as well. But in another sense, it's weird. It is really, really weird when, on the one hand, you're seeing what could potentially be a lead into one of the worst events in the world, and then you switch it over and it's like, welcome to this brand new update, everyone. Let's keep on playing. Oh man, we have this brand new game, man. It's so much fun. It's such a weird disconnect that I do feel that in order to, like, at least ground the stream and ground my content a little bit in reality, it is something that I should address. And I'm also very interested in, like, how you guys see what the hell's going on right now. How you guys make sense of the world. In a sense, that is partly what I do with the stream. Like, I try to make sense of the world with you guys. And whether we're making sense of the world of, like, video games where, we're making sense out of this bloody Warframe game, or this bloody Apex game, or this bloody brand new game that just came out, or this Halo franchise, like, what the hell's going on here? What the hell is, like, a really cool part of this? Or whether we're making sense of the world of, like, what is love? What are friends, like, how to deal with them? All that sort of, like, funny philosophical stuff, or more serious stuff like this. So I think that it's also, like, part of the channel a little bit. But anyway. So as you'll undoubtedly know, last week, basically, one of the most significant conflicts started in Europe since the Second World War, which is something which I never thought I would say. I'd never expected that something like this would happen. But yeah, Russia attacked Ukraine, and here we are. Here we are with pretty much the entire Western world, like, playing part in this conflict, with the entire world being captivated by this, with measures being taken everywhere that are hurting not only people, like, physically, but also hurting people, like, economically, where, like, for the first time ever, like, nuclear attacks are being threatened. And to be honest, like, it can feel quite daunting. It can feel quite scary. It can feel quite chaotic and weird. And it can feel like you have no control over what's going on, even though what's going on is probably going to control you a lot. So, how do you deal with that? Now that's a question which I don't entirely know the answer to, but I do think that there's a couple of things which are important. Which, first of all, like, I think it's really important that you do kind of stay aware of what's going on, but you don't be consumed by it. I had a really big tendency, and I still have a big tendency, to really try and, like, encapsulate myself into something which I do. I have that when it comes to, like, series. I have that when it comes to games. And I have that when it comes to, like, events like this. I will consume everything there is about this, especially when there's, like, a lot of updates coming, at, like, one after another. And I will just, like, involve myself as though that is, like, the entirety that, like, my life revolves around. And that is something which, like, I don't think is a very healthy thing to do. Especially when there is, for most people, like, a limited capacity of what you can do about the things that are going on. I think that it's good to, like, recognize that, you know, you can and probably should step away. Because even though, like, very terrible things are happening right now, even though for some people life may just end, basically, at any moment in time, for most of us life goes on. And even though, like, we don't know how it's going to be going on, I think it is good to at least try and, like, keep on going as best we can and have the most fun with what we have, but also just keep up with the things that we have to do, kind of, like, maintain the structure of life. Because, you know, in a sense, like, that is what gives us life. That is what I found, like, the moment that I let go everything, especially when I'm like, fuck it, I don't feel like doing anything anymore, let me just go and play games all day. What I kind of end up feeling after a week of playing on games all day is, like, I feel worse. So even if it may seem, like, helpless a little bit, just keep up the, like, discipline, the schedule. So yeah, Mako, how's it going? How you doing? I'm alright. I'm good. But, I mean, concerned. That is what I am as well. How are you doing? How are you holding up today? The thing which I feel is, like, it's such a weird time. About, like, 2 years ago, the world kind of, like, was taken by storm by Corona, and I was like, man, I can't wait for this to be over. And 2 years later, 2 incredibly long duration years later, Corona may be over, or almost over, or it feels like it's over. It's kind of done. It's kind of done the 2020 version of, like, dealing with problems. Like, how do you deal with one problem? Well, we just make a bigger problem. And that is, that's what we're doing now. So, yeah. I don't know what else to say much. I didn't prepare anything because I was like, man, I'm just gonna go and, like, talk, and we'll see how it goes. But I did think it was important to bring up. I did think it was important to, like, kind of talk about, like, what the hell is going on right now, and how to move, like, this, kind of, like, recognize it. Because I think it's weird, man. I think it's weird. I think it's weird that there's, like, you know, like, such major events happening in the world, and then, like, I love that I can just go out to YouTube, I can go out to Twitch and just, like, chill and relax and just watch people, like, play some fun games, watch some cool content. But at the same time, like, this, it's such a severe disconnect, especially if you have been, like, following, like, a lot of what's going on, which I do, because, like, I live in Europe and I'm kind of, like, I'm entailed by it. So yeah, let's see. I'm good. Thanks. I wanted to ask you if you want a feature model. Do you mean, like, you're making feature models and you're wondering if I want to commission one? Or MPS, I finished affiliate. Oh wait, you were working on Twitch affiliate? Damn, dude, that's so cool. That is really, really nice. Hell yeah, dude. So yeah, man, that's really cool. I am a VTuber. Hell yeah, dude. That's fantastic. Keep it up. Keep it up. Like, seriously, like, I really, really love that. Like, I'm taking a look right now here. Honestly, like, you're going good, dude. Last couple of broadcasts, like, 4 hours? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, man. And I make 3D VTuber models. Damn. Damn. Let me go take a look at, like, past broadcasts right here. Dude, keep it up the grind, man. Fuck yeah. Let's see, Cooking Simulator, Control. I heard Control was, like, some sort of, like, pretty cool, like, mindfuck game sort of thing. I've not played it yet, but I hope it's fun. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, a franchise I would love to get into. I've never done that until now, but I heard it's pretty good. Emo, how's it going? Mika, how are you doing? How y'all doing? But yeah, dude, fuck yeah. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. I think it's really, really cool to see that, like, you know, you're starting out your journey on Twitch. you got a video, but that's fantastic. And also, like, keep up making the VTuber models. I have to say, for me, VTubing is not a thing that, like, works with me, mainly because I just enjoy speaking, like, with you guys like this. I do invest in cameras because I like to, like, engage like this. So it's not my brand, but, like, I do really appreciate it. I think it's really cool that you do, so... But yeah, big email, how are you guys doing? How y'all been? Let's see. I'm good. Just playing Paint Simulator. You're playing Apex? Goddamn, dude. Goddamn, playing too much of that game. Playing too much of that game. I see. So yeah. Are you getting some wins? Or is it just like losing? I bought some emotes. Damn. You got a good artist for that? Want to see them? Oh yeah, of course. Throw them in, please. Please. Also, like, what is that? Like, what does this look like? Do it look like I'm sitting down a lot? The headspace? That's a raid. I think it's a raid. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. I gotta update emotes as well, man. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've made my own emotes, but yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Mika, like, how are you doing these days? Because, like, I don't know entirely, like, your region, but I think you're more east than me. So... I hope you're holding out well. I hope it's not too tense for you, man. Let's see. Middle East? Wait, Michael, you're from the Middle East? That's really cool, man. Hell yeah. I'm so close to plat this split. Yes. Oh, man. I hope you're right. To be honest, it's kind of like Europe. It's like, it's the danger zone right now. So, yeah. But, like, I mean, like, I'm super far away, but I still feel concerned. Concern is on my mind a lot. But yeah, I spent $5 for 10 emotes. That is a really good deal, man. That's a really good deal. So yeah, I'm so close to plat to split. So, like, the thing which I found with plat, it's like, you can get there, but after that, it just sucks. After that, like, Apex just sucks. It just stops being cool. I mean, like, for however cool it was. So, I'm kind of like... The first 3 seasons that I played, I went for plat, and then after that, like, I just stopped caring, because it's just like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't do it for me anymore. It's like, if beyond platinum there was still more to chase for, then that would be lit. But, yeah, you're just kind of like... Just kind of going down in, like, pre-made squad spot. Oh, by the way, it's, like, the last day of Control right now. The last day of the Control game up, so yeah. I don't know why I keep playing this game, though. I just keep getting back on. So, is there something which, like, you're, like... What are the things you're enjoying in Apex? Because, like, I think there are a couple of things which are, like, good to recognize, especially, like, because I know the feeling. And I think it's good to, like, keep in mind certain things, like, when you keep finding yourself getting back onto a game where you're kind of like, I don't know about. First of all, it's, like, the thing which I find that I keep coming back for is, like, the gunplay and the movement. It's like, I don't really feel like there's another game right now that has the same gunplay and movement that Apex has. Overwatch is an entirely different beast. It's not really a gun like shooter game. It's more like a ability game, which makes it a lot of fun. But it's a different kind of beast. The thing which I feel is, like, right now there isn't really another shooter. I mean, Halo is kind of out there, but Halo is also way different. Halo feels a lot more stiff, a lot more like, doesn't really have the gliding movement and the parkour that Apex has, and none of the other, like, shooter games like Call of Duty or Battlefield are doing it for me right now in the way that Apex does. So that is something which that game does very well, which is why I keep coming back to it when it comes down to a game which I just kind of want to play to just have some fun with. And the games which I just want to have some fun with, I just want to play for like 10 minutes or so, or maybe a half an hour at most. And I just kind of want to, like, not really care about, like, oh my god, I need to pay attention to a quest, I need to, like, look at, like, a wiki to figure out, like, what I need to grind and farm. I don't really want to bother with that. So that's what Apex fulfills for me, and which is why I keep coming back to it. If you have, like, a similar sort of reason, then, like, obviously, like, that's okay. Do be aware, though, when it comes down to, like, hey, there are other games which I could be playing right now, which fulfill the need for me in just the same way, but I just keep coming back to Apex because, man, yesterday I was so close to this win. I was so close to this. Because do be aware that, like, Apex is one of those games that really, like, uses, like, these psychological things being made for it to, like, keep you coming back. And, like, keep you on, like, keep you running on that treadmill, even if you hate it. And Apex will not give a fuck about how you feel. like most of these free-to-play live service games, they don't care about about you as a player. They don't give a fuck about how you feel. So do be wary, because it is not worth it to kind of like, you know, burn yourself out of a game and feel bad about it, because the only thing you'll be doing is like sacrificing yourself for that game. So watch out there. So yeah, let's see. I'm doing alright, far away from the COD IRL stuff. What about you? Did you get that AI assistant running? I'm doing alright. Yeah, we got the AI assistant done like about a month ago or so. At the start of like February. Actually, tomorrow is gonna be March already, and like I'm just blown away by it. I'm absolutely blown away. It's almost gonna be March. I haven't made a main channel fit yet, but it's gonna be coming out soon. Like I already filmed something back in January, but I haven't like made time for it. But yeah, like the assistant was done. Now we're just like studying like other subjects now, so that's pretty cool. So yeah. I've been testing how Sasuke's Sharingan looks on my model, and I did not like it. It's more disturbing. I can post it in chat if you want to see. If you want to throw it in somewhere, just throw it in like pictures and stuff. If it's something you made, you can throw it in Discord. There is no like links here on the Twitch chat, because like Twitch chat is a lot more open for like, you know, malicious people to like come in like further spam links in here. So I've disabled all links, so no one can use that. So yeah. Emo says, yeah, I feel the same, but I'm also trying to get some streams out so my friend who knows how to edit, he can get some sick clips. Also, Apex does better on my channel. So, like, are you like recording them also in OBS? Because like I would recommend like you record them in OBS, or like up your bitrate like a lot, because otherwise, you know, you're gonna have a bad time with Twitch's encoding to like look at that, to like, you know, like make clips out of that, because that can be rough. That can be really rough. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So anyway, let's see where do I want to go? Let's see. Very exciting month, to be honest. Leaving for IRL uni in like a week. Oh my god. Are you actually like, are you going out there to like, you know, like stay there on campus for like a prolonged period of time? Or is it going to be the very first time you're actually going to go to like university for the first time? Like IRL, because everything has been like online so far. Omega Weapon says, I'm currently playing the predecessor of Horizon. Oh yes! Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, baby. How you liking it, man? How you liking it? This is Horizon Forbidden West. Yes, yes, yes. Wait, I'm on Just Chatting right now, right? What the fuck? Why am I on just... I thought I was on Just Chatting, dude. I literally set it to Just Chatting. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck. Well, here we are. Here we are. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Yeah, it's my first time in staying there. Dude, nice. Like, enjoy. Like, honestly, and is it me, or have you changed your lighting? No, I have not changed my lighting, but what I have changed is indeed something here, which is my camera. Hello there. So like I bought a new camera basically. So what you have right now is like a camera which is no longer the like little like dangly like webcam thing, because this is what used to like record me earlier. This little thing right here. Look at that. Woo! So like that's definitely been improved, because like this sensor was like so much smaller than what's in there. So that basically like with the lighting that I have set up, like I used to be like very blown out in like the light, and like this would be overlit. So like it would like not really look nice, and the colors would be as punchy as they are right now. So I'm really happy with that. But yeah, where are you at right now? Oh my god, Weapon with Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't have anything. I stream with my PS4, and my friends download my streams off YouTube so you can edit them, and it's gonna be one big clip. Okay, nice. That's pretty sweet. I mean, like the PS4 like integration is pretty sweet. So I'm kind of waiting for like PS4. Like PS4 announces like partnership with Discord. I'm kind of waiting for them to like introduce this like partnership with like actually introduce the Discord app on PlayStation, so you can actually like Discord talk to people on PlayStation instead of, you know, like using in-game voice chat. That'd be kind of nice. But yeah, let's see. Because to me, your left side feels a lot more dark. This side, right? Yeah, it's different. Like let me take a look here. If I go to, let me go and grab where the hell this is. So if I go to like one of the older streams here, I think that this is like one of the older streams. If it wants to play, yeah, this right here is like one of the older streams. And as you can see right here, basically, it's like the Do I have an extra zoom on this? I don't have an extra zoom on this. So like basically like what you see right here is that it's like the colors are a lot more washed out, even though it's kind of hard to see because like that's a really small thing. But if you kind of like compare this to, if you compare like the colors here, like everything is still the same color basically. So if you just like compare like how light or dark like especially the wall behind me is and the green screen behind me, like how punchy the green is, and you just look at like just in general, like what does that look like, and then you go back to here, like what you see is like the green is a lot more punchy, like you see a lot more like what's it called, like the darks are a little bit more like emphasized, so I like it more. You know why I was you know, this is why I was shocked. I was told you have blue eyes, you need one of those makeup guru lights. do I or do you need to look like straight into my eyes? God damn, I can't tell where I'm looking into because my thing is right here. But yeah, to be honest, like I don't need people to like look straight deep into my eyes. I need to be like, hello everyone. Like dude, that'd be weird. I also know some streamers who like used to like use lenses in their eyes to like change their eye color and like screw around with that. I was kind of like, man, that's kind of weird. I don't know, like everyone like yeah, like you do you, man. Like everyone does what makes them happy. But yeah, flex your 8%. Dude, it's like, honestly, to be honest, like blue eyes are really common here in Holland, so I don't know. Kind of used to it. I'm kind of used to it. It doesn't really feel like such a great thing right now. Granted, the image is sharper, but to me it feels like there is less light. Yeah, I can see that, but it's also just like maybe because like I'm wearing something dark right now. I could adjust it a little bit, but is it that bad? Like the hard thing is like my monitor is slanted, so like I can't really like tell the light all that very well, but yeah, it might also be a little bit darker. The thing which I have mostly with like this picture right here was that like it was so blown out that like I didn't like it. Let me see if I go back to like one of the older ones here. So if I go to one of these here, especially right here, like what you find is that it's like here, like just look at this. Like if you just look at like the lighting, the way that it sits, and especially the way that it sits like on my forehead here, it's like it is actually just completely like outblown, like blown out by like the overexposure, and you don't see any detail in the wall here. Like this wall right here, there is no detail in that at all. There's also very little detail like here in the background. Can you see my mouse? I think you can. So yeah, let's see. The shadow from the left of your head feels very dark compared to how your face feels. Also, your hair looks lighter in that video. It definitely does, but that's also because like the lighting and shit. But the shadow on the left of your face, so like right here or there, feels very dark compared to how light your face feels. Yeah, like the thing is like I only have lights there, so I don't have any lights here. Like literally, like I have everywhere lights except for this spot, which might probably be a bad thing because basically normally you want to have full frontal lights. So I think that things might look different in case like if I were to like move one of these lights over here. But the thing is that this is actually like kind of like a secondary camera, and yeah, like I don't know. It's like it kind of just started this entire like look kind of started with this thing right here. So hold on. So we started out here with this camera right here, which is just like kind of like chilling here because I don't know, like this is where, you know, it's right next to my monitor, and like when I'm playing games, like I can look into it and talk to you guys. And that's kind of like the way that my setup kind of more or less got started. And then I remember just having like this spare webcam. And I was like, let me just like, I don't know, like where the hell can I put it? I'm not going to put it like right there where that is because that's where my green screen is. I was like, well, maybe I put it to the side, and then like I just put it to the side right here. And that's where we ended up. And like that's initially where I placed this thing. And now I'm like right here. And the thing which like I think the reason why I decided to like use a secondary camera which isn't that one is literally because I don't like the green screen. I love it for gameplay, but I could not do a just chatting stream like this. Like this stuff is really weird to me to like do a just chatting thing in because this doesn't feel personal at all. It's like I'm sitting here, so like I can speak with you guys, but it doesn't feel to me like I am speaking like, you know, like there's anything to relate with me back here, because you know this is like a CGI wall basically. It's like, oh man, yeah, like yeah, this person is really a real person that's sitting in a space. You didn't feel that way. Whereas here, it's more like, hey, here we go, you know, feels like you're somewhere. So yeah. I wouldn't call it like the worst lighting situation. I think like this camera does accentuate, like it sacrifices the dark zones a little bit more to like keep the detail, which I prefer. I prefer to have a little bit more detail, and like it doesn't really feel entirely blown out or like entirely like dark. But at the same time, actually, let me go and like change the thing right here. Let me check this out real quickly. Let me see. Like the only thing I would say is like probably like right here, it's like rather dark. Which is, it's kind of what I got to deal with. I could set up a, like an extra light here, but I would have to get an extra light. I don't know if I could fit that there, so it's whatever. But yeah, we're technically talking about the warp right now. We are definitely indeed talking about the warp right now. So yeah, the thing like the LED strip, yeah, it's not really a good place that I could attach it to. It's like I would probably get like just another one of these lights, but I don't know. Right now, it's like it's serviceable. It's doing fine. I feel, and like maybe at a certain point in time, I want to upgrade. Right now, there are other things that would work better for upgradation. I think upgrading. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like I called the stream today just like let's talk about the world right now, just because I just wanted to like bring up a little bit of what the hell's going on. It's keeping me like hella busy, dude. And kind of to the point that yeah, I mean, like, yesterday I just, like, enjoyed just, like, I was just, like, chilling with Retro and Discord and just, like, playing some games just to, like, kind of get my mind off of it. But it's also just so weird to me, the way that, you know, on the one hand, like, a lot of people talk about it, and on the other hand, no one talks about it, and especially, like, within YouTube and Twitch, I don't see anyone talk about it, because it's, like, people are afraid of, like, the controversy around it. Actually, like, surprisingly, there is no controversy around this. It's, like, it's really, really interesting. And I don't know whether, like, this is something which you guys, like, relate with, or whether this is something which is completely different to you guys. I never understood how people could be, what's it called, like, 100% locked into a certain position. And, like, absolutely call people the spawn of the devil if they believe someone other than them. Like, honestly, like, I tend to be like pretty open-minded to things, whereas like even if people like strongly disagree with me on certain topics which I find relatively important, a lot of times like I find it very interesting as to like where the hell they come from. They're very like, what is your reasons for like moving towards certain points of views and then like deciding to like believe in different ways. And a lot of times, like especially like when I moved from being like a young teenager who just like assumed that there was like a right and wrong in this world, and like that's the way the world worked, and the good guys had to defeat the bad guys, sort of thing. The moment that I understood there was like a lot more nuance. It became very interesting to me. Just like where, like, so like in what way does your world work? That this is the way that you're moving forward, and that's something which like I found very, very interesting, like especially now that we're playing for like the Horizon Forbidden West game. Like you're seeing, especially in this game, you're seeing like a way of negotiating, a way of like talking to each other, which is like very weird to me because it's very like confrontational, and in a bad sense. It's like the thing which I find with when it comes to like confrontational speak is that like it's weird because why do you engage in it? Why do you engage in confrontational speak? Because if you want something and you can ensure that you can get it by just doing something, that you don't need to speak with anyone, that you don't need to engage or negotiate with anyone. If you want something and you need someone else to like do something for you to get that, then you need to negotiate with them and kind of convince them or speak with them and like get them to decide that they want to do a thing that will help you. So either that's the case or that isn't the case. Either you want someone to do something or you don't need someone to do something. And wanting someone to do something is either like they do something or they don't do something. Like that, but I call that both like the same thing because you want them to do something, you want them to not do something. However, like what I found in this game is that the way that people like approach each other and speak with each other is, especially with the quote unquote like bad guys or antagonists in the game, it's yeah. So you're out here hoarding all the wealth of this village. So you're not doing anything. Oh, you got no claim on this? Oh, man. So you're threatening these people and you're just out there, like, trying to steal from them? Oh, you're out here, like, man, you're a lazy piece. It's like, they're just, like, immediately, the first things they're saying to each other is, like, on the attack. It's on the offensive. And, like, this is something which, like, I've very much, like, come across. It's, like, this entire thing, which you find a lot of media and you find a lot in games as well. It's, like, this like fighting to each other, where like both like going like very strong, just like immediately like clap and build up the tension. Like it works great for dramatic effect, but in real life, it's like the moment that someone just like comes in with an attitude like that. You know, you see that on like sports channels, like, you know, on like football or soccer or whatever. Like you see people like the moment that they engage with each other and they're kind of like they get into like confrontation like that. Like the other person does like that as well, and they'll solidify their point of view. They'll just block anything that you're suggesting because they see you as the enemy. And that's the worst thing in the world. It's like, I do not understand why people try to engage or try to convince someone with an attitude like that. You cannot convince someone the moment you come in like that. I can't understand how you can convince someone, and that is something which I find a lot of people tend to do. Maybe because they see that in media, or maybe it's because they've seen that as examples throughout their lives, and it's something which like it's always been like kind of interesting to me, and that's why whenever there is someone that expresses a different point of view, where especially like during the corona time, for instance, when people were not interested in getting a vaccination, or people were going outside with like, even though that wouldn't be very clever, I was kind of interested in like what makes you move towards this, and why do you believe these certain things. Not necessarily that I agree with you, but like, I'm curious. Let me know. And a lot of times if you engage with people in a way where it's like, hey, let me know, like, why are you doing this? And then when they're saying something which like doesn't align with the way that you think, you can always ask them about it. It's like, well, you know, I can see that maybe socializing and going to parties or going on vacation is a very important thing to you, but but how do you feel about some of the risks that it may take to your immediate family if you come back and maybe have some infection? It's like, how do you feel about that? And not in a judgmental way, but just asking about them. And a lot of times, like, those kinds of questions do get people to like consider and make up their own mind. And sometimes they change, sometimes they don't. So those are things which like I've always been in. I could never understand that people would be writing people off, that people would be saying, if someone says this, then they're the worst person in the world, I never need to speak with them again, fuck them. And this is the first time in history, the first time ever, that I'm kind of feeling that way. The moment that I learned that some people that I used to engage with, people that I haven't spoken with in a long time, were out here trying to justify how, like, the slaughtering of all these innocent civilians. We're trying to justify this invasion where people are just getting killed left, right, and center, where homes are getting bombed, where like children are getting murdered. I cannot see. I tried. I cannot see how it gets to them, and like that's really weird. That is really weird. That is really, really fucking weird. And that's something which is weird for me to like say, because like I can finally say now like what other people feel like sometimes, or what they say they feel like. Some takes do land you in the spawn of the devil territory, like points I don't need to hear someone's like some points I don't need to hear someone's side or history. Well, it's you. One thing which I think is very important is like you don't need to. It's only when you want to voluntarily listen to it, right? It's not like you should, with every person that you dislike, or every person that says something that's against you, you should just sit down and listen to them, because it's only when it's like when you're interested in that, right? But I just find it so interesting. I find it very weird. I find it a very weird time. The thing which I wrote today here in Discord to like announce this stream was a little bit that it feels right now as though we're along for the ride and a roller coaster that never ends. So that fucking feels the way it does, man. That fucking feels like the way that life does right now. Because man, I can't wait for the world to be normal. I cannot wait for being able to live my life again. But how the hell you do that? How the hell we do that? And I don't know. But anyway, yeah, let's see. Can't wait for 2006 again. I just can't wait to just be able to, you know, have conventions again, be able to travel again, be able to just be like, hey, you know, let's chill and just chill in like the weekends and not worry. Let's just turn on the news, and the news is just boring, and they just interview someone who, you know, made like a fun painting on the street, and someone just tripped over it or so. So, yeah, like the example of the current situation is very potent. Like I will read a book by its cover, and I will hate you immediately. So what do you mean with like you will read a book by its cover and hate you immediately? How do you mean that, Mika? Do you mean like reading another person, like the cover of a book, or do you mean you see someone reading a book and based on like the book they're reading? So, speaking of hate, does Misha hate us? Oh, seriously? Definitely not. Meme wise, you decide. LARP wise, I don't know what the fuck a LARP is. What the hell would a LARP be? A LARP. God damn, I'm gonna Google LARP. I'm gonna look up what a LARP is, and we'll see. I have like there is nothing in my head. There's no picture. There's no. It's not like, oh, I can make like a guess based on. LARP is live action roleplay. Oh, I see. I see. I thought it was some sort of thing. I was like, what the hell would a LARP be? Well, what would you go out and be? I'll call that a LARP. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. Can I buy a LARP? Yeah, like, to what sort of store would you go to buy a LARP? How much money would you take to go buy a LARP? Right? I don't know. What kind of shopping cart would I take to buy a LARP? Would I take a little, like, shopping thing? Reading a person? Like, if someone tries to justify the obvious wrong side when they don't deserve the reservation of judgment afforded to other people? Okay, so... the thing which I feel is... I'm never really certain there is an obvious wrong side. And for this, like this time, I'm certain there's an obvious wrong side. Because I cannot see any way in which the start, the middle, and the current ongoing of this conflict could in any way be justified. Because there is nothing on the line. It's just a country that just decides to invade and slaughter people in another country for no good reason. However, I'm never, like, I cannot really think of another time in which I encountered someone that I had a discussion with where I was absolutely certain that I was wrong. Is this a political stream? Fuck no. Get out of here. Get out of here. We're just bantering, dude. It's a banter stream. It's a just chatting stream. Man, there is no day I'll ever get into politics, dude. No fucking way. It's like that is. I think politics just tends to be more theater than actual philosophy sort of thing. I always thought it was like the highest form of philosophy, where basically people would the highest minds of the country would get together to think about the best way of solving issues. But basically, it's just trying to get sound bites and then trying to like beat each other with sound bites in the politics room so that you can get more votes, which is really weird. But hey, you know, to each their own. But it's definitely not a thing that I'll do. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else we were talking about. Oh yeah, we were talking about like having someone be obviously wrong. It's like it's really interesting because I don't know. I've often assumed that people are not necessarily evil sort of thing. So I've always assumed that if someone has a very strong opposite view, most likely there's something that's influencing them to think that way, which most likely I'm not seeing. I think it's far more likely that I am not seeing something rather than that I am 100% certain how the world works, and that's why they are 100% wrong. But yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. To be honest, it's like it's a weird thing today to stream. I'm not prepared for this much. I don't prepare my streams much at all, and I don't know if I should prepare because I also just want to speak, you know, from me. And I never go into someone's with a conversation. Like if I go into a conversation, I prepare for a conversation. That's weird, right, on your end because you're not prepared for it. So it's kind of, I don't know. Maybe that's because we're just built differently. But some people, to me, are evil for some takes. I can see that. I can see that. I mean, I can understand if you engage with someone where like you believe that they're. I mean, like I can very well understand that now because right now I've seen some people where I'm like, yeah, you just crossed the line, and I've never felt that before. I've never felt that before. So I can understand that more than like last week. Last week I would have been like I wouldn't understand at all. I can understand that, and I find it like I do find it interesting. It's something which like I'm not familiar with at all, and that's why this time it's a very weird thing to me because I would often be very happy with myself that I would try and like see the other side. It's hard. It's hard right now. It's hard, and I hate that. But like, I hate even more that what the hell's going on. Anyway. Is there something? Is there something else I want to like we can discuss? Is there something else we can take this in? Because I don't know. I don't really know what the best is right now. Warframe lore politics. Damn, dude, we were talking about Warframe shit yesterday about people whose entire lives revolves around Warframe. But to be honest, I don't know if I should say that on the YouTube channel or like if I should have said that 2 years ago on Twitch. Because if I said shit about like, man, don't revolve your entire identity around this one single game, people would go mad. Especially like if I said it in like a Warframe host stream. Man, those were weird ass times. Those were weird ass fucking times, but still fucking normal compared to what we're going for now, eh? Man, what a game that was. Peace and love, more like chaos and hate. It is chaos for sure right now. But at the same time, there is a certain calmness to things, which is weird. So, even though the last couple of years have been very disrupting, and it's still continuing to be very disrupting to the day-to-day life of everyone, at the same time, I feel for the majority of people, the day-to-day life hasn't changed that much. Because even when everyone's like locked down, and everyone like no one could leave their homes because of COVID, life still went on in a way that the sun rose up, probably ate some food like breakfast, probably watched some YouTube videos, probably watched some Twitch, played some games, maybe did some work from home, like compensated a lot where like most people could still continue to work on. It's weird. It's weird. Very weird that, and that's something which is also like a great disconnect for me. Where on the one hand, nah, man, the sun never rose again. It never came up. It's been dark since 2019. What I've been seeing, have I just been waking up in virtual reality? Have I just been waking up with my Oculus Rift on my face and has the suck already taken over? And are we in the metaverse right now? Is that where we are? Damn. But yeah. Speaking of like the metaverse thing, I actually got to see the new Matrix film, which honestly is like the weirdest bridge that I'm going to right now, but hey, I saw it. Oh my god, it was weird. It was like, I wouldn't be surprised at this point if we just become blind. I mean, nothing like, I don't think anything could surprise us now. Like, what the hell could surprise us at this point? We're on the brink of what we're free. And it's almost not a meme anymore. Like, seriously. So that shit is weird. What could top that? I guess the only thing that could top this current crisis would be like First Contact. Aliens descending on the world. That would be the thing that would probably top this crisis. So yeah. So glad I spent my late teens in this. Yay! Aliens come and finish us off. Well, let's hope they don't finish us off. Let's hope they just, you know, take the attention away from everyone. That's something, alright. See, I can't just wait. I just can't wait for this normal times again. Finish yourself off in the bed. Damn. Damn, dude. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me see what I want to do. Let's see. Can't wait for when I have no stories, fun stories to tell my grandkids about. I mean, there will be fun stories, right? See, the thing is, like, I do have hope that, like, it will be better in the future. Right now, it's just shitty and it's, like, waiting a lot. And there are times where I can be so done with waiting. So fucking done with, like, waiting around and waiting around for this entire stupid shit to end. But there's also times where I do feel hopeful. And who knows? It might just... They had peace talks today. Who knows? It might be that in half a year's time, the conflict is largely over and we can have things like TwitchCons again. I would love, absolutely love to go to, like, a conference again. If anyone knows, like, a cool, like, or convention. Always mix these two words up. If anyone knows, like, a cool convention. TwitchCon seems like one I would love to go to. Some other, like, gaming con, like, that would be lit. That's something I'm really looking forward to. The line between optimism and naivety is getting pretty thin. TwitchCon is a lie. I do feel so that the Amsterdam TwitchCon might not happen. But yeah. I mean, in general, I mean, what is naivety, right? Like, this is something, like, the fun thing, Mika, is that I actually brought this, like, I actually have talked about this quite a bit. Also, Fame, how's it going? How are you doing? Good to see you. I actually have talked about this in some sessions with people, where one of my concerns was being, like, I want to be optimistic, but I don't want to be naive. And how do you go about that? Can I be optimistic without being afraid of being naive? Because to me, I've had periods of time where I was really optimistic and the world looked great and the world looked fantastic, only for it to turn out later on that it wasn't like that. I was naive and basically shit kind of sucked. So, lost in this maze, this map made by some knave. Here I am, fooled and fooled no more. So, and I haven't really quite figured it out. I don't like to believe that naivety and optimism are so closely related that only a fool would choose to be optimistic because he could be naive. However, I don't really have concrete evidence against that. Because a lot of times, like, what you find with optimism is, like, let me see if I can break it down as low as I can. I do think that if you want to try anything, you're risking something, basically. So, right now, the moment that I am sitting here right now, so, like this, with every word that I say, I am attempting to create, like, a new sentence. I'm attempting to say something new. But it's bringing into the world something which I don't know how it will come out. I don't know whether my sentence that I'm making right now is going to be the sentence which I want it to be. I don't know whether it will convey the meaning that I want it to be. I don't know whether you guys will receive what I'm saying in a positive way, and I don't know whether what I'm saying will make sense. Maybe what I'm saying right now is boring. Maybe what I'm saying right now is not interesting at all. Maybe what I'm saying right now kind of, like, doesn't sit well with you. Maybe it changes your perspective on me and, like, makes you never want to watch me again. Maybe it makes you want to watch me a lot. Who knows, right? It's because of those things. Like, it could be anything, and I will not know unless I will have spoken the word. So the safe thing for me to do is to shut up. If I don't say anything, no fucking chance that I can say anything wrong. But if I do say something right, like, I will reap the benefits of it. So if we take that as, like, a very, very tiny, like, example of this, the moment that I do say something that's wrong, I mean, how could I have known that it was going to be wrong? I could not. The only way to figure that out is, like, to actually do it. How could I have known if I said something that it's going to be right? How can I know that when I do something, it's going to be right? I can't. So if I don't know, and I do it, and it goes wrong, then basically by like the idea of like not knowing that it's gonna be right, like you kind of know you can't know that it can go wrong. So then you can like looking back say, dude, you dumb stupid fucking idiot, you should have known that it would go wrong. Why the hell did you do it? You were naive as fuck. You were being a blind idiot, and now you're paying the price. And I think the worst part of that, like, not only is the fact that it goes wrong, but if you call the thing naive, and if you call yourself the dumb fucking idiot for falling for it, not only is it something that brought you something negative, but at the same time, it's also something that you did to yourself. You should have known better. You cast this bad luck onto yourself. And if you want to punish the person that brought you this, like, terrible thing in life, then you gotta punish yourself, which, you know, will hurt you even more. So if you take that tiny example and you spread it out like much further, it's like, yeah, if you want to jump into, hey, let me try and do something crazy, let me try and travel the world just on a hunch, let me go and explore my hobby or something, let me go and like try and make it as this or try and make it as that, let me try and like express myself in this way, let me try and do this. All of this has this like cost and like benefit analysis, this idea of like, will I succeed in this or will I fail? And like, what's my chance of success and what's my chance of failure? And should I know better to not fucking do this? And I do think that we can never know whether we'll succeed. And the harder we fail and the more we blame it on ourselves, the more that we can see that as naivety. Whereas like going for it can be seen as optimism. So I think that maybe both sides are kind of the same coin. It's the same action that you're taking, but it's different at the end. So yeah. A bit sensitive perhaps, but would you consider Karl Marx a fool? Personally, I find his work to be very optimistic. I've not read his work. I've actually not read it. I would not be able to say anything about it. What if you say something through a puppet? Well then, it depends. Do people know that you are the one controlling the puppet? In that case, it probably makes no difference. But if people don't know that you're speaking through the puppet, then is the puppet an extension of you? If you identify with it, if it's like a puppet that you made, that you want people to look up to and like attach things to, then it's still basically the same thing. If it's just a throwaway random avatar sort of thing, then yeah, it would alleviate the burden of that, but you'll always also not reap the benefits, because you can never claim that you were the one that said something good. You were not the one. You cannot like claim responsibility in the positive sense and neglect like negative responsibility. You always have both. If you can make a mistake, you can also win. If you can win, you can also lose. So you can't have either or, basically. So yeah. Anyway, I do find it interesting, like the optimism naivety, because I don't like to believe it, but I do know that I believe it in myself. The difference between naivety and optimism is the information you have available. Feeling positive for no reason is naive, but feeling positive about something on the basis of solid evidence that points to a positive outcome, that's optimistic. Or it's like a fucking also it's like a fucking Morgan here. Cheer up, you miserable fucks. Damn, an interesting idea. It might work, but one has to consider the fact that this puppet might have some biases against them to be either irrationally liked or disliked. There might also there's also this certain approach. Then there's also the approach on word choice, which in itself tends to yield a certain results. Oh man, how's it going? How you doing? Hope you're doing alright. Yeah, I should play something. I should go play some game. You guys aren't in your crane. What are you crying for? I ain't crying, man. Like, let me get that straight. I ain't crying. We just thinking things. We just discussing what the hell is going on. So yeah. I don't also like not that much. Copium, do a backflip always lightens the mood. God damn. Alright, let me adjust that then. Boom. Because I cannot do a backflip. Boy, look at those fish. Damn. What kind of channel is this, dude? It's a fish channel. Damn. Boy. Just rotate your camera at this point. Fake a backflip. Man, if I want to fake one, I gotta fake one in a more convincing way than that. Maybe one day, maybe one day. But yeah, can you do a backflip, Mika? Is that why you're always so fascinated about like someone like me doing one? Or can't you do one and you want to see someone attempt and try? What's the idea behind the backflip? Yeah. Me doing anything that isn't walking? Lol. Wow. Wow. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Where this coming from, man? Where this coming from? Theme said Rahab, I'm always excited with you around. Well, giving you guys a relation as of late, that definitely that's definitely understandable. But yeah. Anyway. Horizon Part 2 is out on YouTube, by the way. Tomorrow we're gonna continue on with Horizon Forbidden West. I'm pretty excited about that game. I cannot wait to continue on with the story. I've just been like kind of leveling up a little bit in the meantime because I just can't lay it down. It's a really fun game. It presses all the right buttons for me. So yeah, can robots feel emotions? Sick upgrade, I guess, of him. Let's see. Oh boy, my first stand. Damn, Rahab. The first one. More to come. Don't translate that. You don't want to translate that you're excited? I can see that. Technically, I did not translate that because that is not what you said. You did not say you are excited. You said something else. But yeah. Anyway, man, I don't know. XCT does not mean excited. Oh yeah, no, I know that word. Fuck. I was going smooth brain again. That is God, hold on. It was like this one thing which like let me look it up real quickly. There was something with this. Oh yeah, no, I remember. I mean, like technically that translation should be correct, because technically you can say excited in that sense as well. So basically, it means like it does mean I am excited, but it means I'm excited in a different way. So yeah. You probably know what kind of way that means. And in translation, one might be able to argue excited. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, like, technically you could say excited, but not really. So, yeah. So, a famous horny? What the hell are you talking about? We were talking about a local resident AI. You think an AI can have feelings like horniness? Man, you weird. Anyway, let me go and play a little bit of Apex in the background, just you know, also have some gameplay going, because I don't really, I think that might be a good idea. Yeah. Boom. Perfect. Let me turn that on here. So I ship it, to be honest. Oh man. I was having like what is it? Relationship ships right here. Raheem, man. Damn. Oh boy. Brahab, what do you say to that? Oh, so let me see where I have my, yeah, I have my scores right here. Sounds like a pharaoh now. You'll ruling the, what's it called? You'll rule in Egypt together. Maybe that's what you guys are meant to do together. All as one. All as one at the pinnacle of what's it called? Pinnacle of the pyramid? I don't know fucking know, dude. My brain is kind of fried. Rahab is literally a poetic name for Egypt. Really? I thought it was like some sort of name for I thought it was some sort of like name for like sort of like mythical name for a god or so. Like both you and Retro both have like names which are like really well thought out, and I'm just kind of like, okay, so I gotta remember it's both. Oh damn. I did not know the Egypt part, so I was kind of confused. So like, man, I thought it was, but maybe it was like Retro that was like also some sort of like mythical thing. It also has a variety of meanings as a word. I see.
Memory's a terrible thing. Don't worry, I'll be the last thing you remember.
But yeah.
Tap, rack, and clear.
I am kind of glad when it comes to like names and shit that I've entered the internet at the time that I did, because I can't imagine having to like get on the internet like nowadays, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Retro's name is a fusion of Greek and Hebrew mythology, like the Arabisco Confederi thing, right? All right, well, let's see how this goes, man. Please don't land right there.
I'm the jump master.
All right, they did not land where here. They did not land where they should not land. There we go, throw that in there. My name is that of an anime boy. Which anime is Mika from?
Drop there.
Deep, I know, dude. I mean, it's deeper than me, man.
My legs are ready
Let's
to go.
get out of here.
Yes.
Hold on tight. It's time to drop, shock, and rock.
It's like, don't look at me for original names. My names sucked. Trying to like come up with something like new and clever sort of thing. So.
I'm going there. Stay out of my way.
So I do not think that we have any hostiles with us.
Breaking a few eggs.
So let's see how this goes. Let's see. Well, that's what the theme told me. It's his, is this vampire boy? Damn. I'm partially forming off change.
Fast, folks. Can't afford to lose anyone.
Actually, I should swap to this thing right here. Even though I'm not great with a wingman, I think it's my better choice now. Damn, boy. Well, we wanted Corfrida to be part of Malphas, which is a demon precedent. So, is this like mythology which like you both just happen to be in, or is this very well known mythology basically?
Extended energy mag here. Level 2.
Because I used to follow a lot of like Roman and Greek back in the day when I was having like Greek at school sort of thing. But it's really like waned over the last couple of years. Yo, that's something I need there. Now I do think that there were hostiles here.
Go here now.
There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Call him if you spot him. Solid copy. Alternator here.
I'll be over there looting and hopefully killing.
I'm kind of feeling like someone is here.
Enemy over there. Shut him up. Opening fire. Gotta shut you up.
Oh man, so close. All right, nice. One down already. All right, I don't have that much ammo to go around, so let's see how we're gonna do this.
Someone's got a death wish. Rings far. 45 seconds.
There we go. Another one of them down.
Reloading.
And that was the last
And that's it. Nice. Alright, that was a good move inside here. But did it not have a better Evo shield? No, they did not, unfortunately.
one. Recharging my shields.
Knockdown shield, and I'll throw that one on there.
Close range.
Woo!
Better than iron sights.
Me whenever Rahab, female retros say anything. Ah! Yo, me too, man. Me too.
Thanks and all, but you know what I really
Got
need?
R301
An
here.
answer. It's mine. Don't touch it.
Taking a knee. Patching up. Let's go this way.
Thanks. This your way of agreeing to the offer?
Alright. Sorry, I was just kind of focusing there. They have new voice lines. Man, like, I don't know what half them mean. It's like, you gotta be caught up with the lore for that. Rahab as a deity is a fucking ancient, and probably even older than the Rahab identity, considering the fact that it's the Hebrew version of the Canine Lotan and Mesopotamian Tiamat. Oh, I think you told me about this stuff before.
Tango spotted. Danger close.
I heard you.
There we go, boys. Got him knocked. Got him knocked. Woo!
I got that. Shield. Enemy downed.
There we go. Fuck yeah. 2 kills.
Recharging shield.
Now that is what I call a nice going. I was so surprised I was able to get that Pathfinder that was swinging away. Yeah, you have mentioned Tiamat before. I remember that. Let me take this here. Let me take that there. Like, that Pathfinder kill was nasty, dude.
Found an extended energy mag here. Level 3.
He was trying to get away so bad, and I just said no. Not happening.
I need an extended light mag.
Where the hell did his box drop?
Half the squads are already dead. Shame.
Must have dropped somewhere here.
Just a moment. Crafting.
Eyes up. Crafting.
Oh man, he probably, oh shit, yeah, he died here. And then like, because they push his thing up here. Okay, I see now. Alright, let's keep moving here. So far, not a bad match.
I heard you.
Let's go get that ultimate up. Let's see here. This does seem like the fastest way of going towards zone. Man, I'm so used to there being like the control platform. It's kind of weird that that zip line just isn't there.
Someone's been through there. My ultimate's ready.
Alright, we can flank those boys.
Ultimate's ready when we want to get some vampires together.
Let's see if we can take them properly.
Open some lockers over here. Get a my shadow.
There we go. Fuck yeah, bitch. Woo!
Extended light mag
Oh man, that was nice. We came in at the perfect time there. Do I have a Phoenix kit already? No, I don't.
Down to us. Skin suits are here. Taking fire. Shut it.
Shit, I knew this was happening.
Tango down.
Whoo! Fuck. Gotta heal.
Cracked it. Taking fire. Unleashing my singularity.
Kill leader.
Alright, not seeing him anywhere now. Woo! Alright, so far we're still going good. I'll take a med kit. I'll take a shield bat. No, that's good. That thing right there. I think I've got everything I need.
Let's reposition here.
You might be of use to me yet.
Whew. 69 points now. Perfect. Kind of, let's see. I'm not gonna reach that right now. You'll be in very interesting discussion, but not something which I can read while also paying attention to this game now. Whew.
There's a new kill leader, and it isn't me.
Oh man.
Someone's out there.
Yeah, we're flanking them. We're gonna be coming up right behind them.
Spotted a target. Over there.
A broken enemy.
My ultimate's ready. Join me in the shadows.
There we go. One knocked.
Taking fire.
One taken out.
Killed one.
Whole squad taken out.
Woo!
I like what I see. I'm the kill leader. Ready for bear. Watch my back.
But they were fighting someone, so we have to be wary of that. Man, this is a night match. Let's see. As usual, it's fun hanging out, but I gotta go, getting late. Good night, man. It was fun having you around, and I'll see you around soon, man.
Care package.
Have a good one.
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
Let's see. Let me take one of these. What the hell does this guy have? Nothing useful, actually. So,
Round
where do we have to go?
Need more kills. What's over here?
delivering replicator.
I think that this might be the best way to go, so that we can get this zone, and then basically have the zone our back. Let's see, this will go. Sucks I don't have an ultimate accelerant. That would have been nice. You never really find them when you need them. 4 squads left, 11 people.
Eyes up. Dropship incoming.
Skin suit over there.
That was a foul landing there.
You might be of use to me yet.
Science phone call about
Oh, they just got into a battle there. Nice. Oh, this is a great move. Oh, I like the same. This bang is smart. We do have one team in the back of us, so we gotta be wary for that. But so far, this should be good. I'm almost got my old. Got a knock. Got him taken down.
Skin suit.
Got him knocked. Oh man, sucks to be you! Woo! Bitch!
Last one's finished. They're all dead now.
What are the top 3 squads? I broke enemy. Off the right. Spotted.
On my way.
Skin bag over there. Shields are low. Recharging them.
Another squad popping their heads up.
Enemy right here.
It's just a wee scratch.
Damn, boy.
Right over here.
Dropping the pain.
Go here.
Heal it up.
There we go. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Be my shield, skin bag. I'm healing.
Heal it up. Rejuvenate.
The ring's close, and we've got a whole minute to dawdle. Hit me up, pals.
Climb, 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 climb.
Closed door here. Shut up. Got a skin bag. Getting shot. Someone's got a death.
Alright, gotta switch sheets.
Recharging shields.
Rings. Just got it. Reloading.
Oh.
Use this Phoenix kit.
Spotted. Double timing. Give my shield a recharge. Taking fire. Being shot at.
Fuck.
10 seconds. Rig's just ahead. Got him. Reload. He picked me up.
Get another one down.
Tango killed.
Alright, so where they at? There we go! Woo! Holy shit. That required some focus there. And I was all out of light ammo. 27, that was it, boys. Whew! What a game. We got lucky there a lot.
You are the Apex champions.
Oh man, that's a new Bangalore emote. I've not seen that one before. Let's go, you're just better. 4 kills already. Yeah, we did it. We had a good one. Also, that Bangalore was pretty, like, bang on. Like, damn. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, let's see where that, like, where that gets us up to. Go, silver 2.
Up in the ranks. So did my kill count.
Nice. Let's see, just wants to play.
Cephalamuzo says, hi. Michel Postma says, hey.
Let's see what they're up to.
Michel Postma says, what you guys up to?
Also, let me turn off this thing. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see. That's generally the difference between pantheism and pantheism. Pantheism holds the universe and divine, holds that the universe and divine are the same, while pantheism states that the divine is directly inherent in the universe, but also distinct from it, reaching beyond the bounds of space and time. Oh man, I'm kind of wondering whether I should continue to play or whether like I should just leave it with this, because I'm probably not gonna like do a better match than this today. Just wondering. Maybe I should leave it at this and then play some like play more thing tomorrow. Word. I think I'll do that. I think I'll just like leave the stream for today as it is, and then tomorrow we'll just do more. Contain it, poise, climax high. Yeah, don't push it further. Don't push it further. Don't let just end on the high note, right? So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys like enjoyed the stream. It was a bit of a weird stream. Maybe a bit darker than normally it would be, but I thought it would be like also like really weird to like nod and like talk about this at all. So I just wanted to address it, and then we'll see if I'll ever talk about it again, but I just wanted to do at least that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow for more Horizon Forbidden West.